So before getting into the actual shooting content of this video series that was filmed a few weeks ago in North Idaho, we are now back in Alabama, and I wanted to provide a quick and detailed summary of the background of the two shooters that you're going to see throughout this video series. We have Jacob S. and Jacob W. Jacob S. Works in the financial industry as an accountant, and he is a family man, and Jacob W. is also a family man and works as a property manager and is a soccer coach. Neither of these guys have any kind of previous experience in the military or in law enforcement or really with firearms in general. And between the two of them, they collectively, it was determined that they had shot probably less than 100 rounds their entire lives before the weekend that we filmed this, out of any kind of weapons platform. So they are very much new shooters who have a genuine interest in learning more about firearms and about how to protect themselves and their family. Now, one thing I would like to suggest is that the talking portions and interview portions of the video, while they are obviously not as exciting as the actual shooting content, they hold a ton of value because we have very real and organic, transparent conversations that are very genuine, and they hold a lot of value because there's an honest communication that is happening. Now, the scheduling breakdown of the videos, it was filmed on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and because of the varying schedules of the shooters involved, Jacob S. was there all day Friday, half a day Saturday, and half a day Sunday. Jacob W. was there all day Saturday and all day Sunday. So between the two of them, they had about 2 full days of shooting. It was just broken up into different portions because of their varying schedules. So from a viewing standpoint, I would highly suggest that you watch the videos in chronological order, day 1, day 2, day 3, just because it's really interesting and valuable from an observation standpoint to watch these guys go from the start of day 1 where they were at and watch their progression and comfortability levels at the end of day 3 when they're doing live fire drills. They go from dry fire, learning just about the basic functions, to running drills very efficiently and functionally and safely from a progression of over 3 days. So it's an interesting thing to watch. I would highly suggest you watch it in chronological order. Let's get into the actual video.
Okay, we're here in North Idaho. Today we are going to do a little shooting training. And in McCloy Implement, we believe, I'm pretty firmly convinced that shooting in a tactical or self-defense setting is not as hard as the shooting community has made it seem. And so we have a couple of relatively new shooters here with us. We're going to spend a couple days going over some basic stuff. We're going to kind of chart their progress with video, watch this, and see how it goes. So as we begin here, I want to just get the big picture perspective of these guys, where they're coming from, not only professionally, but as it relates to firearms and their background. We know they're not hardened tactical veterans, as far as we know, unless they're deep cover. But we have, with me here obviously is Jacob Umane with McCloy Implement. And these two guys today are also gonna go by Jacob. So we have Jacob, and Jacob. Jacob, anything you want to add to that?
No, I think that's good. I think we're trying to provide a very organic video to just showcase the progression that a relatively new shooter can make on firearms manipulation, marksmanship, and so it's to very authentically document the progress that we're going to make from day 1 to day 3.
Shooting is not as inaccessible as it's been made out to be. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So Jacob in the white shirt. So can you give us just a brief background on yourself, professionally, even just big picture background?
Yeah. So I'm from Southern California. Family that never had guns in our household. Our family never hunted or anything like that. I didn't shoot my first gun until I was about 17. And so with that being said, I've only shot an assault rifle, AR, maybe two times in my life since then. So I'm completely unfamiliar with how to use an AR efficiently, appropriately, and safe. And yeah, I'm excited to learn more about it.
You also recently purchased a bolt gun for hunting, right? Like about 3 years ago.
Yes.
But have not shot that a ton.
Right. So
Yeah, I purchased a 308 Savage a couple years ago. Maybe shot it 2 or 3 times. Went through a few dry fire things and getting more comfortable with that. And then as far as like background goes, I'm just your typical 9-to-5 accountant. So nothing too spectacular there, but just to give a background of where I come from.
And I'm interested. I mean, you're here, you're spending the time doing this. So why do you want to learn this? Why do you want to learn guns a little better?
Yeah, I think for me personally, I wanted to purchase an AR, but I'm uncomfortable with it because I don't know a lot about it and how to use it in a safe manner. So what I hope to get out of this is to be able to be more comfortable handling an AR or a gun, and just the comfortability aspect of it, being around it.
It's good. In this country, I mean, we've come from a nation that used to be completely comfortable with firearms, and it was very organic, from fathers to sons, families, hunting, self-protection, and they were part of life. I mean, even as probably recently as 50 years ago, and now, for some reason it's become this unattainable, you have to be super cool and tactical and
Have military experience and law enforcement
and
training.
be tattooed up to be able to shoot an AR, and that's not true.
Right.
And so we aim to demonstrate that. So anyway, Jacob in the blue shirt.
Yeah.
What's your, big picture, who you?
Yeah. So I'm a husband. I'm a father of 3, and I'm a coach for soccer, and I'm a property manager. So as far as previous firearm experience, I grew up with a Red Ryder BB gun and played a lot of Call of Duty. So 99.9% of my firearms experience is virtual, and the other 0.1% has been a few times, with maybe a buddy or with a family member that has firearms, going out to the range and getting some shots off. But yeah, not very much, real hands-on firearm experience. So yeah.
But you just recently purchased your first AR, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. And have not shot it yet.
Have not shot it yet.
So today's going to be the day.
This will be the day.
Okay.
We're going to document this for humanity.
That's awesome. I think that's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you, from your angle, why are you here?
Yeah.
What's your interest in being here, if you don't mind sharing?
Yeah, so I've always wanted to have firearm for self-defense, just with having a family. So self-defense priority, and then for sport, it's fun. So sport after that, but yeah, primary purpose definitely for self-defense and just being more just properly equipped with good training. And
So kind of similar with what other Jacob's saying, with just get more comfortable with the functions, efficiency of the firearm. Okay.
Totally.
Right.
Yep.
So what we're going to do here today, that is probably a key to our training methodology, is we break up training into 2 very distinct segments. So a lot of firearms training today, you're immediately taken onto a range with a hot firearm, loaded, able to shoot, and then instructed on how to use it, yelled at if you do it wrong because it's not safe. And so what we're going to do here, we're going to break training into the initial safety component, which we do dry. Dry meaning no live ammo anywhere around the firearm. And so it allows the user to get comfortable using the gun in a non-threatening atmosphere. If you mess up, if you sweep the muzzle over a buddy, there's zero risk. You have a chamber flag in there. And so you can get comfortable with the weapon manipulation, with the safeties, everything. And then once you have some habits, safety habits, incorporated into your muscle memory, at that point, then we're gonna go hot. And we'll bring in live ammo, and it allows you, once you reach that point, to learn much faster, because you're not using 3/4 of your mental energy trying to be safe. Safety habits are built, we do that first, then we go hot, then we essentially are gonna train you like a coach trains a good athlete, and let you interface with the weapon in an effective manner. Safety's already there, you're taking it and you're simply executing a physical act of manipulating the weapon for your purposes. And you can, once those safety habits are built in, you can learn much faster than most firearms instructors would tell you, because then you're learning to perform. And you can perform at a high level relatively fast because the safety's already there. So we go dry, we learn that, then we go hot.
Yep.
Yamani, anything else?
No, I think I would just like to re-emphasize what Mike's saying about you got to get the safety procedures down, just on getting comfortable with working the safety, keeping the finger off the trigger. Once you get those down, then that allows you to run around and do all the cool stuff. But yeah, I think that's a good point, that a lot of firearms instructors, they kind of jump in, they skip that part and yell at you to enforce the safety instead of actually teaching you how to do it safely, is kind of the way I've always observed it being done. So I agree.
Yeah.
And we'll showcase that well today. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
So, we're going to, because there's certain things that, if my group size, the size of my shots is 2 inches and it's super cool versus 8 inches, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not a huge variance. It doesn't really, now, being safe matters. It's a non-negotiable. And so we can start with that, we can build it in, and then we can let performance just kind of develop itself.
It's important, but it doesn't have to be stressful to learn it. How to be safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll.
Yeah. Let's jump into it and do it.
That's like your 3 basic functions. Okay, so you got your mag release. Yep. And then you got your safety. Yep. And then your charge. Yep. That's basically it. And then you also got your bolt release here, which we kind of already went over.
Yeah.
But those are your 3 main things: the safety, charge and handle, mag release, and then the bolt release.
Okay.
The shot, yeah. So then we'll be sitting here. Yeah, that's good right there. And then if you're here, it requires more effort to bring it up, typically. So I like to hold it more towards the end, like you have it now, and then it's easier to control the end of the muzzle, where the muzzle's going and stuff. Okay. So we'll just go through some really basic. These are kind of like the foundations of any kind of stance to be in a drill.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, it's very similar to stepping in the batter's box to get ready to hit.
Okay.
Everybody kind of has they step in, then they're ready to receive the pitch, right?
Right.
And you kind of do your tap your shoes, whatever. So there's 2 basic starting positions. One's called the low ready, stock's on the shoulder, and it's called the low ready because the muzzle is low, it's pointed down.
Okay.
Right, so typically, like, you're gonna wanna point it when you're at the low ready at the foot of your target. Okay, so roughly, so I'm here with the low ready, and then when we start the drill, just raise the firearm up and put it on where you wanna shoot, right? So that's low ready, this is high ready, so the numbers pointed up high. Okay, so high ready, low ready. Butt stock goes in the armpit on high ready, and then you just slide forward, boom. Okay, and then low ready is here. I usually already have the butt stock where I want it, on my shoulder. and then you just raise it up to your eye line and shoot.
Okay.
Okay? So we'll start out just a low ready, like this, and get used to bringing it up to be on target.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, and just go ahead. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Just go up, down a few times. Boom. Ready. Bink. Good. Let's try high ready now. So buttstock underneath the armpit, which that's why I like the sling to be here instead of here. But again, it's personal preference because it is a little tougher to get in under the armpit that way, but it's fine.
Okay.
So you typically want your eye line, you should be looking just over your muzzle at where you want to hit on the target.
Okay.
That way you're not covering the target and then trying to see the target when you come level.
Okay.
Let's get a little more. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So you're looking over. Yeah, that looks good right there. And then come forward. Put it right on the target. Bam. Good. Do a couple reps of that. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And one more time. 1, 2, 3. Boom. All right, give me one from low ready. Good. Yeah, perfect. Raise it up. Bang. Good. One from high ready. And then raise it up. Good. Yep. Okay, so those are the two basic shooting positions.
Okay.
It's a very standard position. You know, you start the drill and say, oh, we want to do low ready or high ready. Okay. And, you know, low ready, whatever you prefer. Okay, depending on the drill. Low ready. Stand by. Nice. Perfect. It's good. Okay, let's go high ready. Center mast. Stand by. Good.
Illustrate.
Good. Yep. Let's go. Yeah, that's much better. There you go. Much better. Good. Don't be afraid to. You're kind of doing this.
Yeah.
Which makes it a little choppy. Don't be afraid to just walk straight at that bad boy. Okay. So you're dry right now. Where the chamber flag is. I know it's gonna feel weird, but just come straight at me like you would normally walk at me like this. Okay.
With looking through it?
Yep. Just like you were doing. Just come straight at me. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. There we go. Perfect.
Okay, I see.
Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just come right at me. Try to get.
Low?
Yep, low ready, center mats. Stand by. There we go. Much better. Yeah, that's perfect right there. Excellent.
So Jacob, you've got a half day of dry fire under your belt. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going super well. Definitely got more comfortable with the gun, maneuvering, handling, the safety precautions, just everything, getting more comfortable with it. We went about 2.5 hours of just dry fire, different types of drills, what we'd expect to see in the range is from what I'm hearing. So it's great to practice that with no live rounds in it, and just to get comfortable with it. So yeah, compared to from when we first started this morning, definitely complete 180 from where I was at earlier.
Great. Okay, let's go to the range and start doing some hot stuff.
Come out, you'll take your chamber flag out in that same method we talked about before. Just lock the bolt to the rear, take your chamber flag out, throw it in your pocket, and theoretically, I have live ammo in here, but it's empty. So we're empty. We load, put the bolt forward. Now we're ready to rock, right? So say we're gonna do 2 center mass. Okay. So we go beep, come up, boom, boom, you won't have to do that, but since we're gonna work the safety, put it back on safety. Now we want to clear the weapon, make it clear and cold. So again, drop the mag, drop it or stow it, and then you'll have to work the bolt a couple times, lock it to the rear, get your chamber flag in, boom, just like that. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm wondering if... Yep, okay, you're good. All right, go ahead and just shoot a couple center mass just to get the feel for the recoil and all that.
Okay.
So, whenever you're ready.
You want to beep it? I just want to hear it.
Okay.
I know we're not timing anything.
Yeah.
But just to give me like a...
For sure. Okay. And,
Two in the mass? One.
Let's just go one for now, and then we'll work up.
Okay.
And stand by. Good. A little low. See where the impact is. A little low. It's down in like 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and get back into low ready. And stand by. Good, that was better. Brought it up a little bit. Good. Stand by. Good. Yeah, remember this is where that like leaning into the gun can help a lot. You're doing pretty good right now. I still feel like you can maybe get a little more stacked into it. Like I was saying before when I was talking about walking towards me, just like kind of own being right at the target, coming right at the bad guy there.
Okay.
Okay. That'll help make the firearm stable and handle the recoil a little bit better.
Okay.
Okay, and stand by. Yeah, that was better. That looked much better. Did it feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked much
Just
better.
The presence.
Yep.
What it felt like, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That looked way better. Okay, let's go. Want to do two?
Sure.
Okay, let's go double tap. Just boom, boom.
Okay.
Stand by. Good. Good, golden clear. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing is if you come stand on this side, so it'll help your trigger finger a lot. You're coming up and you're kind of going boom, lifting your finger off, and boom again. It'll help. You just come up and go boom, and keep your finger there, and boom again.
Okay.
You'll start to. There's a wall in there. And you'll feel the creep on the trigger. It'll kind of creep, hit a wall.
Okay.
Once you break the wall, that's when the hammer goes forward.
Okay.
Do a little bit more advanced stuff, but it's something to keep in mind at closer distances.
Okay.
So aim here, hit here.
For sure.
Yep. Which is why you're hitting low, because you're probably aiming like right around here.
Right.
And your group's a little low, which is fine, but just something to keep in mind. And stand by. Better. Pretty fast time too. 2.75 for the entire time. When you were first starting, it was 2.75 just for one shot.
Okay.
So you're getting significantly faster. Okay. Shot again. Stand by. Oh, you're out. But much better. You didn't have to adjust your grip. Okay. Let's get some full mags. So clear your weapon, and we'll go load up some full mags. Oh yeah, dude. Good job. Doing good.
Let's go.
Doing really good. Okay, pressure's on now. Yep, good. And shooter ready. Stand by.
You're going headshots?
Hey, that was good. Look at that.
That's good.
2 alphas,
Yeah. 2 alphas there.
2 Charlies.
So typically in drills,
Yeah.
this is just kind of my personal thing.
Ooh, it's nice.
From the headshot down here, I usually count them as alphas. Because in the real world, like you catch a dude at the base of the throat, like it's gonna do the job, obviously. Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, those are excellent hits. Those are good hits.
Good.
Stand by. Nope, tap rack. Tap on the bottom, rack it. There you go. All right, we'll reset here. Stand by. 1.57. Stand by. 1.63. And stand by. 1.32. Stand by. 1.19. Looks like good hits though.
Yeah.
And stand by. 1 second flat. All right, ready? Stand by. 1.44. Stand by. 1.63. Stand by. Oh, nice. That was quicker. 1.29.
Go one more.
One more.
Hi, ready.
Okay. Stand by.
Yeah, start over.
Reset.
Fly flew on my hand.
And stand by. That was smooth. 1.39. That was a smooth one though.
Good.
Okay, we are at the end of the shooting session in the afternoon of Jacob's first day here. So you guys have done some basic movement, moving toward the target. You've done double taps, done in this case 2 targets. So how'd it go for you?
Really good. It went a lot smoother than I thought it would, and I think a big part of that was the 2 or 3 hours of dry fire that we did this morning.
Yeah.
And then being able to get comfortable there and then bring it out here, I think helped a lot. So yeah, I think it went really well.
Okay, so you probably, I mean, I don't know, you probably shot what, 50, 100 rounds this afternoon?
We probably shot about 100 rounds each. Yeah.
Yeah, so more than you've shot.
Oh, my whole life.
Right.
Right.
And so what's your feeling about, the firearm compared to whatever you felt about it 24 hours ago?
Yeah, it's just night and day. I feel way more comfortable being around it, utilizing it in an effective manner and safe manner. But yeah, just complete night and day in terms of intimidation. There's no intimidation, I could say confidently right now.
It's afraid of you.
Right. Yeah. So that's a better way to put it. But yeah, I think it went well.
You guys were shooting from 10 to 20 yards roughly, right?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah. So, nice day here. So it's great. I'll have one more day tomorrow. See, it'll be good.
Awesome. You did a really good job. I think it was super cool to see you start off with, how you were handling it before. And then as a new shooter, just that dry fire, you got more and more comfortable with every rep, for sure. Just because I think that when you mitigate the safety factor and you kind of just learn the basic functions, I think that's what helped a ton on your end, for sure. So yeah, did really good. It was turning some really good times and accuracy was great. So
Yeah.
it was awesome. Honestly, it was better than I was expecting.
I'd watch it.